end of season? Well, something interesting actually happened. And if you haven't figured it out from the thumbnail, maybe this will give you a clue. That's why you should never sell 2 goalkeepers in a transfer window. I'll show you who we've got in. Hey guys, Willie here, welcome back, episode 52 of the Road to Auto Save with Chatham. If you're enjoying this type of content and you're not yet subscribed, if you could, would mean a lot to me. Smash that like button, trying to get 300, all those kinds of things, push out to more people. You can help. Thank you very much. Anyway, yes guys, I said it's coming back towards the end of the season, or if something happened in the FA Cup, but we have had a goalkeeper injury crisis. As you saw from the intro, Van der Voort, he has busted his hip and he's out for 2 more months, which pretty much wipes him out for the rest of the season, which is a real blow because he's playing pretty well. And then obviously, you know, not a huge issue because I've got Daniel Zanotti, 2.5 stars. He's a bit young though, 21, but you know, needs must. We've avoided relegation, so yeah, it could be worse. He gets struck down with a bout of food poisoning. That's what you get from eating those dodgy Medway restaurants. So I had to bring in this guy because obviously the transfer window's shut. So the only players I can sign are free agents. So welcome Jacob Knightbridge, who has never played league football in his life because he was the best goalkeeper available. There was another guy who was Bolivian, but he didn't get a work permit, unfortunately. So we've got Jacob Knightbridge, who's 28 years old, who's 1 star, and who, I mean, look, he's got experience, 323 games in the National League North and National League South, but, I mean, that's a step below the National League, so, and he's never averaged over 7 in his career. And he's about to make his first Premier League start against Newcastle because I don't want to risk the 21-year-old with food poisoning. Anyway, since we left you last, which was the Leicester game, we've got 3 more wins. Ipswich in the FA Cup, Fulham 2-1 in the league, and Watford 2-0 in the league. We've got Tottenham in the 5th round of the FA Cup, so we're going to play Newcastle and Tottenham in the FA Cup. Hopefully a young Argentinian goalkeeper will be fit for that. I mean, I could risk him, but just because we don't have any other goalkeepers, I know it's food poisoning, but, you know, also narrative. Jacob Knightbridge, first Premier League game, you know, what's not to love about it? Yet my assistant's going, you might want to swap these 2 goalkeepers around. I'm like, no, he's got food poisoning. So we're going Knightbridge in goal, Hadji, Hermans, Hadley, and Thomas, Rodrigo, Wang, Charbrand, Leclerc, Aurelio, and Guerrero up front. Marcus Aurelio has been playing, Leclerc has been pretty good since he came in. 2 games, 1 off the bench, and 1 goal. Javier Charbrand, 3 games, 1 goal. So he's been looking pretty good as well. He's having played in the midfield because of the, injury issues. Morgan Gibbs-White is actually leaving. AEK came in. I think he is 3 million. He's going to AEK, but that won't be until the end of the season. So we still have his services there. So it's not the be all and end all. Make a bit of money on him, but like I said, he is, he's 32. He's not going to get any better, and that's why. Been a pretty decent servant for 2 years. Nicadio suspended before that injury, and Klopper, he's still out with another 2 months. He's the whole season. The poor guy broke his leg, which was a real blow for him. Right, let's go and play this game and see how Jacob Knightbridge does in his first league game in the Premier League. It's just a bizarre set of circumstances. I mean, the goalkeepers never get injured, do they? And then Van der Voort goes and, they never get injured in a game, and then Van der Voort goes out there and busts his hip like an old person falling over in the shower. Absolutely ridiculous. But we've got a highlight, Leclerc with a corner, and it is straight off the bat, Wilfred Hermans, 2nd goal of the season. That's a good start. Under 2 minutes on the clock, and we are 1-0 up. Get in. That is a really good start. I'm loving that. Highlight now from Newcastle. Tarek Lamke there with a free kick, but Charbrand gets the header. Leclerc now back to Thomas and Hadley. Hadley now Aurelio chips over the top. Guerrero, Charbrain just can't get there. Newcastle pretty good, I think they're 7th. Not as good as us, obviously. Let's see how Knightbridge goes for his first. Wow. I mean, the commentators do say it's a wonderfully capped move, but I'm not sure. I mean, surely he can do better here. Surely he can do better. He doesn't even look. He looks the wrong. This could be a high-scoring game with a lot of goals going to Newcastle, maybe. So what the league table. This could be our first loss in like 15, 16 games. That'd be absolutely ridiculous. They've got Andre Onana in goal. What I wouldn't give to have him at the moment. Can't believe you saw Simper and Whitworth. I mean, Whitworth wasn't, outstanding. And then I'm like, 2 goalkeepers, that should be enough. And then Football Manager goes, no. Anyway, it's Newcastle again. Oh, it's a wild shot, but Knightbridge just sees it goes wide. Do apologise if there is any noise in the background. There are children here, so a lot of yelling and screaming and all that jazz. And so apologies for that. Is what it is. School holidays and all that. Anyway, it's Newcastle coming out from the back. Hadji now on the ball. So Herman's the goal scorer. He hoofs it forward. Guerrero, Aurelio should score. And Aurelio, a little dainty chip. Marcus Aurelio, really, really finding his feet now at Chatham. He struggled in that first season. And struggled a bit in this sort of first half of the season. But he's really, really picked up again this season and does look like the Brazilian left winger that he is supposed to be. Newcastle 7th at the moment. We're still in 3rd. I mean, European football is definitely on the cards for us this season. Champions League seems a little, I don't know. I mean, with the goalkeeper situation, it could be a problem. Man United, 4 points, 5 points behind us are Arsenal. So, I mean, we've got options. I think we're probably Guerrero now. Hermans couldn't get that one on target. I do think we are definites for European football. It would almost cause a monumental collapse. Rodrigo Aurelio, he almost had his second, but Onana, I would say it's a smart save. But Newcastle, luckily they're not, I mean, for 2 shots on target, and one of them went in the back of the net. I'm getting carried away with this game. We should probably make some substitutions, because it's gone past the 65 minute. It's panic stations, right? Gareth Hadley's not looking great. We might bring on Nielsen for him, just because I'm just worried about Knightbridge there in goal. And Rodrigo deserves his yellow card. We've got Vargas, who is coming back from injury, so it'd be good to play him. And other than that, everyone up front is looking pretty good. We might leave it there. We'll go like that. I was thinking as well, Cedric Berger as well. Not a lot of game time this season, but the fact that I think it's the end of this season. No, surely it's towards the end of next season. He will actually become trained at Chatham. So I am going to extend his loan for another season, and hopefully then just try and poach him on a free, or make a cheeky bid for him, and hopefully we can get him. And he's a decent player, decent prospect, and he will then become trained at club, which is very hard. Guerrero with a thunderous volley there, which is very hard for a club when you come up all the way like that. We will make another substitution. It is going to be the goal scorer. He's offside. Please be offside. We are going to bring Cedric Berger on that left-hand side. I just did that. Change. Is it going to be? It's disallowed. Thank God. I wasn't even watching, so I was trying to make the substitution, but he's the goalkeeper at fault. I mean, he's offside. Let's just have a look here. We're going to get the rest of the highlight. I mean, I probably should save that, but we might get away with this one. Newcastle have been poor. Luckily, we've been pretty good in attack, and the defence has been good. And Knightbridge is going to finish his first Premier League game on a 6.5, letting in 1 goal. Well done, lads. That was a good win. Just picking up my first Manager of the Month award, being Frank Lampard. He's got it twice. Ten Hag, who's at Arsenal. Pep, who's at Newcastle. I think Pep's actually at Spurs now. I think I got it a couple of times. There I am. 3rd and 2nd. So it's good to finally get some recognition for all the hard work I'm doing. Righto, back here for the Tottenham FA Cup 5th round game. A couple of changes. Zanotti comes back into goal. He's recovered from his bout of food poisoning. He's lost a few kilos, but we got the rehydration salts into him, and he is looking good. Hadji at right back, Hermans, Macadio, and Thomas there at left back. Actually, we'll give Thomas a bit of a rest, and we'll play. You know, actually, we're gonna completely switch it around now, and we'll switch those guys around. So, Orhan comes in. We've got Rodrigo, Vargas, and Charbrand. Roger Jones coming back to full fitness. Good. And then we'll get Selec, Quimbamba, and Guerrero up front. Now, inside forward on support, which means that Selec is actually, because we've signed these other players now, and really good, Selec has actually dropped. I mean, he's not that quick. I do like his free kick taking, though, and, you know, considering we got him on a free, do you remember when we signed him? He was worth 30 million. He has dropped significantly. 27 years old, no cap 30. He could be one who could be on his way out, especially with the likes of, you know, we've got Leclerc now and, you know, all these other guys coming in and around the team. Anyway, let's go and play Tottenham. And we finally got our first highlight, 18 minutes in. Oh, great save by Zanotti. Great save. I'm so glad I got this guy in, because otherwise we would have been up the proverbial creek without a paddle, and I definitely probably will make a move for him. 10 million. I've got to. Don't let me forget. I need to show you a youth preview for our God damn it. For our youth intake. It's actually good. It is the best one we have had. It's not great. Just calm yourselves. It is not great, but it is the best one we've had. It is, I think, 2.5 stars, which we regularly in at like 1 star, I think was the previous best. Yeah, demand some more. Thomas now with the throw in. Big Select there on the ball. Probably shouldn't have rotated. Tottenham are a very good team, but I just wanted to, you know, give some of these guys some game time to try and prove themselves. Thomas dawdling on the ball there. Herman's now back to Nacadia, who's on a yellow. Finds Orhan on the right here. All through there. Charbrand. Xavier Charbrand. The Mexican wonder kid is actually very, very good. Once again, I do apologize for the screaming. They are very, very loud children. But at least it gives me some time to do this. So, you know, all good. Lee now with a free kick for Spurs. Whips it in, and Zanetti makes a decent save there. Is this... I always forget which is replays. Are replays the thing anymore? Did they get rid of them? Is it just straight to penalties? Was that last season, Declan? I can't remember. I'm playing Chatham22 as well. Check out the Gillingham save while you're there. Probably was a little tab that popped up some point during this video. That's incredibly loud squeal, and now they're being yelled at. So anyway, back to Football Manager Lee, and oh, what was that? What on earth was that? We're definitely going to have another look at that, because that was absolutely crazy. Leonardo here on the ball. Goes back to Lee. Lee comes across. And yeah, I can see what's happened here. This guy, Punosek, he's gone for a shot there, and it's ricocheted off a Chat's player and the goalkeeper. He dived the right way. He couldn't be expected at the ricochet. I think we might be out of the FA Cup. It's playing pretty damn awful. And Spurs are looking pretty damn good. Into the second half, I gave the boys a bit of a revving at half time, because I thought that, you know, they weren't good enough. So hopefully they can improve on that. This looks dangerous here, but I mean, it always. Oh my god. What was that? That was the worst dive ever. Maybe it's just the animation. He looked crap. Maybe they need to bring Nightbridge back in. Jesus, we've been absolutely wiped. Look at this, Marcus Leonardo. Look at that. What? He was never going to get that ball. Absolutely never. Terrible display all around. Guerrero with the corner, whips it in. Headed away. Charbrand on the ball now. Finds Guerrero. Guerrero back to Hermans. Hermans, Vargas. Vargas has a pop. Guerrero. Oh, we couldn't get it in. Couldn't get it in. Right, I'm going to make some substitution. As we're saying, Mustafa Selec is not playing well, and that could really be the end of his career as a Chatham player. Bring on the Clerk is better as a winger, so we'll change him to a winger. Other changes we're going to make: 6.3 for Vargas. We're going to bring on Roger Jones for Vargas there. Roger Jones actually better. Yeah, we need a good ball-winning midfielder. That's definitely someone on the cards there. And we'll bring Virgil in for Quimbamba as well. He's not looking great. So a couple of changes all around there. Can we just try and do something, get this back to 3-all? I very much doubt it. We've looked absolutely awful all game. Haven't really offered much. But Chelsea pumping Salford 4-0. Orhan with a throw in there. Nice and big. Soto headers away for Spurs. Orhan on the ball now to Thomas. Thomas finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo back to Orhan. Orhan whips it in. No one can get their head on it. Berger. Berger finds Leclerc. Leclerc. That's a poor pass. Intercepted. He's never going to Thomas either. But Orhan regathers Nicadio there. Jones. Charbrand. That's a good ball from Charbrand. Cedric Berger and Simmer. The goalkeeper there gets his body in the way there. But we do win the corner. Leclerc now with the corner whips it in. Oh, headed across. Oh. I think we had to score there to get back into this game, and we look thoroughly beaten here. Guerrero with the corner, and there's a header there from Hermans. But the goalkeeper clutches the ball to his chest gratefully. Simmer now rolls it out to Soto. Soto and Tottenham now. Oh, Jones, he's picked his pocket. Guerrero's got a score here. He's pushed wide. He gets it back in. Berger, Guerrero, Leclerc. Once again, we had to score there. And shout the boys to the man some more. We're at the FA Cup. We're out of the FA Cup. Ah, well, you know. That's life. I'm a little bit worried about the league, actually, especially with Zanotti. They're not actually playing his best. Yeah, Spurs have 10 shots on target. Nicadio was awful at 6.3. Usually not that bad, but I mean, everyone was pretty bad. I'm going to give the boys a bit of a revving because that was just crap. Right, there it is, officially out of the FA Cup, but I am going to show you a youth preview. Thank you for reminding me. Anyway, youth candidates, 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars. Absolutely crazy stuff. Good intake. We've got a good goalkeeper. Good, because we need one of them. Hopefully he can get in ASAP. 2 centre-backs that look promising and a wide midfielder. Good. I would kill for a good goal, like a really good goalkeeper and a good centre-back. That would be amazing. If we can get 2 really, really good players there, that would be absolutely sweet. Anyway, I'm going to go away and play the rest of the games, and we're going to come back to Southampton and Manchester United to finish off the season and see if we can Champions League football. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.